Ben Brown, Evolution Martial Arts in Sparks, Nevada. I got Cassandra here, and we're going over the transition from having back control to turning it into an armbar, and then also how to retake the back from that. So Cassandra's got my back. Let's turn this way so they can see these details. So the reason that I'm a big fan of taking them away from the choking arm is it creates opportunities for things like this armbar. So Cassandra chooses and she takes me to the side. I like it. See where her head is? Everything's good. She's got good control. I would put this across my waist if it was me. This one? Yeah, that's my preference. What you were doing isn't wrong by any means, but this is much harder for me to get out of. Now let's say Cassandra knows, and she does know, that it's hard to choke me. I'm kind of tooting my own horn here, but I am hard to choke. And she knows that, so maybe she decides to transition to an armbar. First thing is she's gonna isolate this arm. So she's pulling my arm away from my body. I'm a lot bigger and stronger than her, but it doesn't really matter when she has this good technique. So now what she's gotta do is get this arm, and I love what you're doing there, because as you're going, you're kind of giving me a little half Nelson neck pressure, and you're looking to get control of my wrist. And then she abandons the grip on the back of her head, and she gets a really good Kimura grip, and it's tight. She's still got good foot position. The next thing she wants to do, this is important too, is she maintains this pressure in my neck. She doesn't want this, because then I can start like turning in and stuff. She's got this control, it's a frame here. She throws her leg over my head, and then what she's gonna do is sit up. So let's turn this way. She sits up, and she puts my head on the mat. Tight knees, tight heels, so everything pulling in tight. Do you see how she's got my arm against her chest? So we're gonna have this little battle. Right now, we're not gonna talk about breaking this grip. She's gonna fall back with my arm, total control. She needs to control my wrist line. So release this for a second, and we're just gonna talk. She needs to control essentially my thumb so that I can't rotate. So there's a couple ways to do that. I love this grip. Those fingers on my wrist, thumb behind my thumb, I can't turn. And then to finish the armbar, she's really locking out my arm. She's gonna extend her hips up. And her hips go in the direction of my thumb. So if my thumb went that way, then your force needs to come this way, right? Yep. And if my thumb goes that way, then the force needs to go that way. Yes, but wherever way the thumb is going. Now, if I'm good, I know that my best way out is to get that leg off of me. And let's just say I was escaping, I would be trying to go here. She's losing it. It's gonna be tough. Before that happens, Cassandra's smart. She's gonna extend. See this? She's extending. And the key is this elbow on the mat over there. So she's using her whole body to put my elbow on the mat. She gets her hook. Now this is tough because she doesn't have great chest to back right now. So her goal is to get better chest to back. She's using this knee to bring my arm up, buys her time to get her seatbelt. Now she has excellent chest to back. So there's a moment there where it's tough. Go ahead and release. As she puts my elbow on the mat, there's a moment where you don't have the kind of control that you would prefer. And you know that. So you're scrambling everything you can do to get your chest on my back, get a seatbelt, and start threatening. But there's a really good chance to choke people in those moments. Let's do it one more time. She chooses the side. Some people call it the weak side. She can't choke me, so she's going for the armbar. Look at this, Kimura grip. Yep. Got me down on my back. I go to escape. She extends, puts my elbow on the mat, and now it's just fight for her to get chest to back again before I start escaping. Go ahead and release. That's pretty excellent. That is kind of your standard armbar from back control position. What I like about it is it gives you more options, more threats. If you're having trouble choking somebody, go to the armbar. The likelihood is maybe they stop the armbar, you go back to the back and get the choke, but at least it gives you one more option. In the future, we're going to talk about the rear triangle, which is what I like to add to that. Right on.